Hiya, I'm back again. Sorry about that. It did cut out on me, so but I had to go and pick Kane up anyway, so I'm uploading that part as we speak, and hopefully that'll be available later. Now, what I've done, because my page, I measured my page after I put this on, and it wasn't quite long enough, so I've had to put another bit on. Okay, so I just did the same thing, attached it at the top, folded those over, glued them down, and now what I want to do is cut this down to 9 1/8, which will be there. Okay, so that gives us our pocket, and then if you see on this page, that gives us the same size page, and then when we adhere it down, we'll still have our pockets. Okay, so I've also kept this that I'm going to use as my border on there. So I'm going to measure that pocket, and it is, oh, let's have a look, ish, 1 7/8. So I'm going to cut this down to 1 3/4. Okay, 1 3/4. If you haven't got a nice enough border on that, then by all means take it down a little bit more if you want to. But I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to take, about 1/16 of an inch off the top. Just the tiniest little amount like that. So hopefully then that will fit nicely on there. I'm going to take that down a little bit more off the side, just a little bit. So keep this bit, get rid of these little bits. Move that out of the way. And that will glue on there like that. Okay, so let's get the glue out, and then when you put the pages in the book with the hearts here and there, it will tie up nicely. Okay, so let's put this down. Kane's asleep now, he's having his little afternoon nap. All right, so we're just going to place that about like that. Okay. Get rid of your glue strands. Okay, so that's our 2 pages. So we're now going to put those, oh no, before I do that, that page is done. We will add some pockets of decoration at the end. With this page, what I want to do is add another picture mat. So I need my paper trimmer, and I'm going to take about 1/2 inch at a time off of that. See what that looks like. That's better. So that is, yeah, say 4 inches, and let's cut it down first to say 6.5. No, make it 6. Yeah. So that is 4 by 6. Okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to find a nice corner punch and punch that edge, and then I'm going to glue it down. So, but I need to find my punch first. So I'll just put that out of the way for a minute. But tell you what I'll do, put it under there so I know I want it. So let's get our book out again. Or get our double-sided tape first. And we're going to put, right, the first thing we need to do, we need to glue that in our book. Yeah. So, go around the edges. Where's my scissors? Oh, there we are. My little scissors. Okay. Now with this side, you only want to go down to the end of the paper here. Okay, so bring it down. Let me show you. To there. And then we glue that bit. So now you want some nice strong tape, and you're going to put this along the bottom of your pocket, so that when this sits down onto your page, that will form your pocket. Like that. And what we're putting in there, so just put a few more on. Ooh. There. Here. You don't want to put any past this paper, because then you'll be stopping the pocket. Okay, so you want to just put one last piece up against there. Okay, so burnish those down. Make sure that one's down properly. So that's that one. Now we want the same for this page. I think I just went over there again. So all around your edges. that. And again down the centre. Oh, try to put it again. One here. And put some over your magnet. Okay, so again, burnish it all down, make sure it's all down properly. Around your magnet. So now we're going to put these in our book. So move those out of the way. So open your book like that. And I'm going to have that there and this one here. Alright, so you should be able to see your edge this side. Make sure you're not interfering with the fold, and you want to get that placed down there like that. Okay, so take your backing off. Okay, get rid of those. Make sure we get our book the right way up, which we have. And you are going to centre this. Try and get your bit out of the way there so you can see along the top and the bottom. I'm actually going to bring it up a bit so I can see. Like that. And like that. Alright. Make sure that's down properly. I meant to put some glue on, but I forgot. Never mind. So there's that. Page. And now with this page, I'm going to put something underneath so you can see the edge. Take your back paper off. Down here. And then don't forget your strong bit down the bottom. Or if you want to put glue, then you're welcome to put glue. So put them in the bin, don't want those. So you can do the same thing. I need to stand up, line it up so it's sort of in line with the one above. And you've got a nice even border all the way round. Press that down, and then you'll see our pocket will go all the way to the end and gives us that extra bit of page without having to cut into another bit of paper. Okay, So I'm going to leave that in there because I want to find my corner punch before I put that on there. Now, we are on page, oh, what page are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, page 5. So from your 12 by 12 pack, you want this one with the cutouts. That's a postcard. Some tags, some long tag, bookmarky type tags there. And these. Okay, so you want this page and then you want this page. Alright. So, for our base page, put your book away again. We'll add all our bits to that as we go along. So I just want to cut this paper down to size. So for this, I want to cut I'll take the border off, or should I leave the border on? Let's have a look. 7-1. Yeah, so cut it at 7 1/8 first. Keep that. And then you want to cut it at 9 1/8. I'm going to just take that, not all of it, but some of that border off the side there. Just a tiny little bit. And 7 1/8. It's going to go right there. Oh no, I've done that wrong. Oh, I'm supposed to go that way and do it. Wasted that. Wasted it, I did. Right, so. Oh, trust me. No. You're going to need a new bit of paper. So. See, this is why I say listen, because I just always. I can see why people get organised first, but I just like to go with the flow. Go with the flow. Right, let's have a look what we've got left. So we don't want to cut out one. Can't decide. Should we use a cat one? No, I don't want to use a cat. What's on there? It's always tea time. And they're cut out because there's only 10 sheets in these big packs. And 3 of them are cut out, so this is why I didn't want to put so many pages in the book. How am I going to cut the cat off? How am I going to do that? Sorry, I'm thinking. I am thinking. I think I'll just use this one. What page did I say we were on? 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. Okay, so we want that one. And that one. Okay, let's put the rest away. Don't want them. Now, cutting it properly this time. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's have a look where 7 1/8 is. It might. I'm just going to take that top white bit off first before I cut it. So you're going to cut this across at 7 1/8. And that should just leave that like that. Okay. And then we're going to cut it across at 9. Again, I'm going to cut the white off the edge. And cut that at 9 1/8, which is going to be right up that second teapot, third teapot. Okay, so that's our base page. Next, what we want to do is cut out this from this page. So I'm just going to use my paper trimmer, come down, across there, missed a little tiny bit there, so I'm just going to snip that up. Okay, so we want this. I think I've done that wonky. So I'm sure my paper trimmer has got a bit of a wonk on it. So we're going to cut this edge off, white edge from all sides. Okay. So we don't want those. You can get rid of those. Put your scrappy bits in your scrap, and we'll do that bit in a minute. Okay, even that looks a bit wonky. Still looks wonky. Do. Okay, so now we want some black card. So find your black card. If you've got any scraps hanging out, put those in and away. Now for this you are going to need to cut a new piece. Okay, if you haven't got a bit big enough, check first before you cut. And let me cut it first, and then we know what we're doing. So this is just going to be a foldy out flap. Okay, so we're going to cut that down to about there, which is 5.5 inches. Okay, so cut your card down to 5.5, And then on this side, you need to leave enough to make a flap. So let's just put this on here. We need to make a flap and we need to have a border. So we're going to leave that about there. And we're going to score at 7 and 1, 2, 3, 7 3/8. Okay. And then we're going to cut at 7 3/4. We're not going to cut, we're going to score. I've done that wrong. Ignore that. Yeah. And then we're going to cut at 8 1/4. No, yeah. An 8 1/8. And that's where you want to cut it, where it is at an 1/8 1/8. Which, an 8 1/8. Which is right down there. So you've got your 2 score marks. And you're going to fold that over, burnish it down, and then fold that over again and burnish it down. So we've got a nice side pocket. In fact, I'd go over that and score it. You've got the 7 3/8, and then you want 7 4 5, 7 5/8. Okay, because that's just too big. So refold that on the correct line. Push it over like that. Score that down. That's better. That's better. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop this on, but we're going to do it that way round. And pop that on there like that. And then we're going to add it on to our page. All right. So let's put this top piece on first. Where's my... Put all my tape. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. That. So you want to apply your tape or your glue to the back of your postcard. Make sure you don't go over the sides. If you do go over, you need to cut it off. Right, like that. Just that one in the middle will be fine. Okay, as I said, if you've got, I've got a bit there that I need to snip off. I think I'm fine everywhere else. Okay, so burnish those down. Take your backing off. And with your flaps on the right hand side, you want to place that on there so you've got an even gap all the way round. Like about that. Okay, so now we want a piece for the back. So let's just tidy up because I'm getting all messy and then I can't find things when I'm messy. I need to put the stuff away. That's better. That there. So for our back page, first thing I'm going to do is find a piece for here. So let's have a look what we've cut already. That's going to be a bit too short. As is that. Right, that's the wrong way. So we've got this piece here that we cut earlier. So what I want you to do, put these away. You want this piece here, which is, now I've cut it wrong, or you want to cut your paper down to 7, no, you want to cut it down to 7. Do you? No, it's not 7, is it? Sorry. It is 5.5, so we're going to cut this down to 5 1/4 first. Let's see how it lays. So if we put that at 5 1/4, no, what I'm going to do is cut along, right along the top where these top cards are, cut underneath those, so you're taking those off, and flip it round the other way and cut it at 5 and, what did I say? 5 by 7, was it? No, 5 1/4 by 7. So 5 1/4. Just going to take that off the top there. Okay. I'll put that away. So page. This is coming out. And you want to bend it down so that you've got your nice flat edge there. And this is a bit. Oh no, we're not. We're doing this. We can stick that bit to there. So what we're going to do is lay this in there like that, okay? So again with the score tape all around the edges and up the middle. That up there. Up there. And a couple along there. Okay, burnish that down. Take your backing off. this. It's probably due to stop soon, so I think once I've done this, put these in, I'll stop and start the next page. Let's try and get these on before the page stops. Okay, so make sure you've got it the right way up, and we're going to place a border, or you can place it any way you like. Border, actually I might put the border up the top. And you're going to put it in, make sure you're not interfering with your score mark. And place that in there like that. Okay, now we will do more to these pages, but I just want to make sure I get to the end and have enough left. So now you can fold over and make your edge. We're going to apply glue to the inside. Do you know what I've forgotten again? My magnet. I'm hopeless, absolutely hopeless. But I may add another side on just to so we can get our magnets. So put this in anyway. If you haven't done it already, you need to place it on your page, get your magnet around here, place it on your page, and add your mate so that it's in the middle and it closes nicely on that inner edge. Okay, but as I have forgotten the magnets, I'm going to add another band and see where it goes from there. Add the magnets to that one. Come on. Alright, so you don't want to get it right up past your crease. Okay, turn your paper over, centre it on there. Sorry, on your outer crease, not on your inner crease. Just a bit, so you've got just a bit that you've glued showing, with an even gap as much as you can each side, and you're just going to press that down. Okay. Oh, look at that, and I've done it wrong. What am I like? I want to put it on this side, ladies. Just put a bit more glue on there. So all these professionals that make these mini albums, they don't make these mistakes. Put it down that way. So about there. Make sure you're not interfering with your score mark. And place that down. Push it back. And there you have your... What I might do is put a pocket on here and put the magnet under there. So let's see what we've got. We have got these teapots here. Take some more tea. I like that one. So we're going to cut that out. I'm just going to cut around, taking the white edges off. that one back in your scraps. That there. I just need to take a little bit more of that edge off. Okay, put all those bits in there. So now we need do you know what? I'm going to take the border off the bottom as well because it looks a bit, that's better. Yeah, okay. So keep that big bit, get rid of the little bit. So what we're going to do here is make a pocket here for this. So we're going to back it on, then we're going to add our magnet before we put this on. So we want another offcut of cardstock if you've got a big enough piece. Let's see what I've got here. This one. Yeah. Want a nice even border. Actually, I'll probably do it that way. Yeah. So take a bit off the top. Make sure you're straight. Take a little bit off the side, like that. Okay. So now we want our magnet. Is that right? Did I just turn that round? I did. So I'm just looking at my placement here as to where I want my magnet. Yeah, so if I put the magnet up in this top right corner, no, it needs to come that way. Yeah, sorry, yeah, this top right hand corner. So let's get this on first. No, let's get our magnets on first. Where's my ruler? Find your magnets. You want two again. Positive and a negative. Now the first thing I'm going to do is put some glue in that corner. Up there. And then when that comes over, no, that's the wrong edge, like that. Okay, separate your magnets, which I should have done first, really. Oh, come on. They're so strong, these things. Oh. Ah, I can't separate them. Let's get some more. How many have I got? I can't see how many I've got. Right. I'm going to put that one up there. I need to put one of these back. I'll just drop the other two on the floor. Oh, that's just broken that. Strange. So that magnet is going to go up there. So that when I fold this over, I can put that in the right place. So again, some glue. let it fall into the right place. So that when we put this on, which I'm just going to stick down like that. So I'm going to put glue all the way down the right hand side and all the way along the bottom, get any glue strands off. And plenty where your glue dot is. You don't want any up the middle at all. So if you've got glue strands or overspill, you need to get those off because we want the pocket to open. Just take that bit off there. So I'm going to line it up with the edge of the paper, bottom and right, like that. Rub my glue off and that will create a nice pocket. Okay, so now we want to put this paper on. Which I'm going to use my tape for. So, put that on. Try not to get glue on yourself. Burnish that tape down. Make sure it's all stuck down properly and you've got no air bubbles. You've got a bit of glue in the middle, so pull your tape backing off. Oh. And pop that on your pocket. And you know what? I've put it on the wrong way. But never mind, it's going to have to stay like that. So there's our pocket that we can